Being a member of the royal family isn't easy. As soon as Meghan Markle got engaged to Prince Harry, the public scrutiny of her outfits increased.
Fashion mishaps, they happen. Especially when you're in the public eye like Meghan Markle is. People will just notice things. Here are the most awkward Meghan Markle wardrobe malfunctions.
Getting embarrassed regularly is considered normal for normal people, but not so much when you are trying to impress royals.
Back in 2018, as the royal tour was concluding with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry finishing their 16-day journey across New Zealand, Australia, as well as Fiji and Tonga. On her final day, Meghan Markle wore a custom Givenchy skirt that appeared slightly see-through in some of the photos.
Meghan Markle steps out in a see-through skirt.
However, this wasn't a straight-up wardrobe malfunction, but it was because of the fabric. Like, depending on the lighting, it looks like it's see-through as well as the pattern on her skirt. How it's stitched and the lighting, it gave an illusion like you were literally seeing her underwear. There was another incident during her 37th birthday where Meghan Markle attended the wedding of Prince Harry's friend Charlie Van Straubenzee, and he was getting married to Daisy Jenks. And Meghan's outfit, which was a color block pleated shirt dress from Club Monaco, revealed a black lace camisole underneath due to an undone top button while she waves to the crowd.
Twitter exploded when Meghan appeared to suffer a very minor wardrobe malfunction.
That incident made headlines all over the world, and people were even accusing her of doing the wardrobe malfunction on purpose just so that she can have all of the attention on herself. Going back to October 25th, 2018, Meghan Markle arrived in Tonga and she was wearing a gorgeous red self-portrait dress worth about $600, and it was paired with navy pumps. While stepping off the plane hand in hand with Prince Harry, her husband, royal fans, they noticed a wardrobe malfunction there. The tag of Meghan's dress was still attached and it was swinging in the wind at the back. But despite this, the couple was warmly welcomed by the airport staff, carrying a sign that read, "Welcome Harry and Meghan," and the crowd sang traditional songs and danced while waving Union Jacks.
The welcome like no other, Pacific Island melodies accompanying the kingdom's Princess Angelica.
The next Meghan Markle wardrobe malfunction happened during the Festival of Remembrance on November 10th, 2018. Meghan Markle, along with other royals, she experienced a wardrobe malfunction and that stole the show. At that time, she was a mom-to-be and she spilled something on her pantyhose, resulting in visible splotches, and it raised concerns of, what was that? Like, what spilt there? Like, what is that? It was from her foot all the way to her shin. Despite her black pumps and the baby bump hidden beneath her matching coat dress, that random wet mark on her leg on the right, it was completely noticeable, making it seem like she had been out in the rain or had something spill on her. This next incident has to do with Meghan Markle, and she was wearing a navy jacket with white edging. However, people looked closely and they observed an unfortunate wardrobe malfunction from behind. A temporary stitch was left holding together the flap at the back of the coat, and these tacking stitches, they are typically meant to be removed before the garment is actually worn, and they're used by seamstresses to hold elements of the clothing in place while they work on the rest of them. So yeah, her stylist definitely overlooked that one.
Harry and Meghan's estimated $25 million podcast deal canceled after less than a year.
My wife and I were moving on.
Meghan Markle's popularity keeps on dropping, and this is according to new polls.
According to the poll, the net positive rating of the Duchess fell to a record low of minus 47%.
So what's going on here? Because we last heard that Meghan is working to rebuild her image and increase her popularity, but nothing seems to be working for her at all. The transition from British royals to American media icons has been far from smooth, and it's been a challenging year for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, especially regarding their careers.
According to multiple reports, Harry and Meghan are said to be clashing with Netflix bosses over their upcoming docuseries.
While they faced criticism when announcing their step down as working royals in 2020.
For the death of the Queen, Harry and Meghan distanced themselves from the royal family.
This period held hope and excitement. People are wondering, okay, what are they gonna do next? Okay, you know, they're gonna make it big maybe in Hollywood. However, more than 3 years later, they have had very few regrets about their decision, but their transition hasn't been as seamless as they expected, as well as their popularity is dropping.
Among British adults surveyed, 65% responded with a negative review about Meghan Markle.
In early 2023, a Newsweek poll revealed that Harry and Meghan's popularity had plummeted. And the reasons for this decline varied from mixed responses to Harry's memoir to just general tiredness of hearing about the couple, and they frequently make headlines, but there hasn't really been any significant achievements on their part. And this shift in the public sentiment had immediate financial repercussions, leading to the cancellation of Meghan's Spotify podcast after just one season.
Well, there's more bad news for Harry and Meghan today. Their £18 million deal with Spotify has been binned.
And Meghan and Harry, with the assistance of Meghan's new agents, WME Management, they launched a big effort to rebrand themselves and reshape their public image, and they participated in the Invictus Games, and they've spoken out about mental health, and they've given to charities, done a lot of charitable work. And throughout these events and instances, they engaged the media, they interacted with the public, and they allowed people to photograph them. However, it appears that these instances, especially for Meghan, did not yield the desired result. They're still plummeting when it comes to popularity. Newsweek then recently conducted another poll, and it suggests that Meghan, who still has the title of Duchess of Sussex, has reached a new low in public approval. In the third quarter of 2023, 32% of respondents expressed a positive opinion of Meghan, while 22% had a negative view, resulting in a net approval rating of just +10. And this marks a significant decline from her previous rating in earlier 2023 of +17, indicating a drop of 7 points despite her efforts and those of her new advisors to improve her public image. Harry's approval rating, on the other hand, stayed pretty steady at a net +24 rating, indicating that he has managed to weather the recent controversies pretty well for himself. You know, he hasn't went up, he hasn't declined, he's just pretty stationary there. And despite this popularity is notably lower than in previous years though. Surprisingly, Harry is slightly more popular than Prince William among Americans, although the dynamics might differ in the UK if that same poll was done over there. In contrast though, Kate Middleton remains the most popular member of the four, with an approval rating of +34. And one thing to mention is that those close to Meghan have noticed signs of strain and fatigue in the recent months, and this is potentially due to her recent career challenges. One insider who spoke with In Touch publication commented saying this: "Something's seriously wrong. She's obviously not taking care of herself and is looking scary skinny. Meghan is cracking under all the pressure and it shows." So guys, everything they've been through has likely taken an emotional toll on them, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and regardless of what they're trying to do, on Harry's part, again, it's not so much that he's declining in popularity, it's just kind of stayed the same. You know, it's not going up, it's not going down. Meghan, however, her popularity continues to decrease, and people are saying that this could really be affecting her health. And I guess only time will tell if what she's doing actually begins to boost her public image, or is it going to keep on declining?
Meghan Markle is a style icon, but so far the fashion world has yet to see the Duchess of Sussex opt for anything other than her signature sleek-looking looks.
Harry and Meghan doing their thing in America, and Harry's off doing his thing in other countries away from his wife.
As Meghan Markle deals with the pressure to improve her finances and her marriage, the stress is actually starting to show up in her physical looks, and this is according to a new report.
The insider says he's fully on board.
Meghan Markle, who is a former actress, she's reportedly losing weight very rapidly, and people close to her are becoming really concerned about this. They're starting to notice this.
Hi. I'm Rachel Zane. I'll be giving you your orientation.
Rumors about Meghan's health started when she was seen in Montecito, California on August 11th, 2023, which was a day that was very warm. However, Meghan was wearing a wool coat and a scarf, which seemed out of place, and she also had on a Newcom biosignal process disc, which is a device that claims to help reduce stress and improve sleep quality and enhance your focus.
Well, apparently it is a biosignal processing disc on the veins on the inside of her left hand, which she was showing.
So, with Meghan wearing this coat and a scarf in hot weather like this, as well as wearing an anti-stress disc, something's really going on here, guys.
£235 to nearly £3,000 a year.
And it tells you your mood and it helps you to de-stress.
And some of us can't afford gym.
Now, there was one source that said that Meghan's recent appearance can actually be attributed to the enormous stress that she's facing and how it's affecting her body. And this is what they had to say. Meghan's anxiety kicks in when she's not in control. It seems that the pressure of making her mark in Hollywood is finally getting to Meghan. Trying to reestablish herself, constant money problems, Harry traveling and leaving her alone a lot, it all adds up. She's stressed and friends are afraid she could be spiraling.
Take notes, I'm not gonna repeat myself.
But that's not all, guys. The source also went on to say this. When Meghan is stressed, she barely eats. Friends say she's dropped at least 15 pounds. She doesn't have an appetite when she's juggling a lot.
Oh, the best way to kill time on a flight is to drink wine and watch movies.
So reports suggest that Meghan is actually dealing with a lot right now, and that has to do with a lot of the uncertainty, both in her work life and her personal life. And this seems to be impacting their finances as well as affecting their marriage, her and Harry on a whole.
After producing just one 13-episode podcast series for the firm before separating, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been dubbed.
Now, the same source also commented on this. They said, being millions in debt is extremely stressful. Sometimes she's not able to sleep at night because of it. Keeping up the lavish lifestyle they led isn't easy. Of course, things cost money, and if you want to live big, you gotta be earning big as well. Also, in addition to that, there's a report according to Radar Online that had this to say. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been worn down after public backlash, failed business deals, and public spats with their loved ones, palace insiders revealed. They're trying to figure out what hit them. Harry doesn't fit in Meghan's tacky Tinseltown world. So this is an interesting perspective, guys, because Meghan Markle, she's used to the actress lifestyle, the Hollywood, sort of being around celebrities. Harry, yes, to some degree, because Harry has always been well known, he's always been famous, but he's never been in Hollywood and in that circle, so it's definitely difficult for him to be navigating that world as well. On top of that, trouble in the marriage, and at the same time, the public doesn't like you. And on top of that, not just the public that doesn't like you, but your own family don't like you as well. Yeah, so all of these mounting pressures and all these problems and everything that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, have found themselves dealing with right now is really impacting Meghan Markle's health. And she before was a relatively thin woman. So if she's losing 15 pounds and like just how much more is she gonna lose? And could this be something that could be very detrimental to her health?